Hello everybody, it is now time for part 2 of my Haiti video series. I feel like there's probably going to be more than just 2 parts. There's just so much to tell. But luckily it is Wednesday, March 31st, and I get to see a lot of you family members and friends on Saturday because that is my nephew's 3rd birthday party, which means I get to see a lot of you. But let's get back to business. Okay. So, Haiti, starting on Tuesday, hold on, I don't even know what date that is. Tuesday, March the 16th. Okay. So that morning, we woke up to these birds. Well, actually, we woke up to these birds every morning, but this morning they were particularly loud, and they were like as loud as a crow, but take that times like 10. I wanted to throw a machete at them. Okay, so Tuesday, we wake up, and we're down by the ocean hanging out, and these 2 translators come up, and we're like, hey, what's up, talking to them, and we told them that we wanted to go to market, and they're like, yeah, we'll take you this afternoon at 3:30, and we were like, okay, great, that's awesome, thank you. Okay, so then we go to our tent city for that day, and we were hanging out with the kids, and this one was really fun because it was like a country tent city, I guess you call it the country for them. I mean, it's not near a city. Okay, so yes, it was more of a rural one, I guess. I hate that word, rural. Anyway, so we were hanging out with the kids or whatever, and we got to distribute vitamins that day. One of the families that just kind of hangs around St. Louis all the time, and their kids go and hang out at their house, had gotten a huge barrel of these vitamins, like they were lion vitamins or something like that. And so they got these huge vitamins, and we got to distribute those out. So we gave about 25 to 30 to each kid, and so they got a month's worth of vitamins, which was awesome. You never, even if it is just a month, it's something that's going to sustain a little bit. And we also got to paint Jesus fishes and stars. We had to paint a Jesus fish and a cross on all those kids' hands, and explain a little bit about what that meant, which was really cool. And then we were playing games with them and singing songs, which of course I loved. Singing all the songs with them, and they had this version of London Bridge, which is so fun to watch, and the last person in the line always got, caught in it, and so then me and this one boy, he was so cute, and I wanted to take him home as well. I would play a one-person game of that, and I would just spin him and spin him and spin him, and then I would just hold him and just hug him and love on him, and that was really fun, because you never know if they get loved on or hugged on and all that stuff. So that was that. And as we were getting ready to leave, we got in the van, and they were all like, saying bye, au revoir, au revoir. And then as we were leaving, they were following our van. They did not want us to leave, so they chased after our van like through this tent city, and that was really, really hard, watching them follow us. I don't think there was a dry eye in the van that day. That was really, really hard. Yeah. So then we drove home, the 45-minute drive home, and when we got back to camp or whatever, we had about like 15-20 minutes to wait before we went to market or whatever. And so it was 3:30. Our translator didn't show up. It was 4 o'clock, and our translator still hadn't shown up. But I told one of my friends on the compound, and I said, yeah, we're supposed to go at 3:30 to market, but our translators aren't here, so I don't know, what's up with that. And she's like, oh, you want to go to market? And we said, well, yeah, of course we want to go to market. And so she's like, okay. So at that time, a car had drove up, which was someone who stays on the compound, and Bebe, which was my friend, knew him or whatever, and then so did our other translators. And there's tons of translators hanging out on campus, all the time. So we said, okay, well, we want to go to market. Will you go with us? And they said, well, yeah, we'll go with you. So we all hop in a truck. Only in Haiti will you hop in a truck with someone you don't even know, okay? And just go wherever they go. I mean, honestly, only in Haiti will that happen. Sorry, Mom. I didn't tell you that. Oops. Now you know. And so we got the car, and we're driving, and I said that to Jen. I just looked over, and I was like, oh my gosh, what the world is going on? And so we were driving along, blah, 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 and we pull up to a Texaco, and there's a sign there that strictly said no parking, and we were like, okay. So then they were like, okay, get out, and we're like, what? This is a Texaco, this is not market. But we hadn't been specific enough, I guess, that we wanted to go to open market, which was with the handmade crafts and all that type of stuff. So we ended up going into this Texaco, and we were like, okay, well, alright, I guess this isn't really what we wanted. So that was just a funny story. It just goes to show you the communication issues. Anyway, then our translators ended up showing up later once we got back, and they took us to the open market and all that good stuff, and I bought some Haitian music, which is amazing. Oh my gosh, I love this Haitian island music. And then we got back, and after we got back from open market, it was time to go to church, and we had been late since we went to open market. So we got there, and we were like 30 minutes to an hour late, something like that, but it was still going on, and we were still in there for like another hour to an hour and a half after church started. And so on the way there, our translator Blanc was saying, have you guys got a song prepared for tonight? Because you guys have the speaker, now you need to have some music prepared for tonight. And Jen and Courtney obviously looked at me, and I was like, guys, I can sing, but I mean, it's not really about me while I'm down here and that kind of stuff. And they were like, okay, whatever. So then we get there to the church service, and we text message, and so we got to the church or whatever, and so we'd been there like 30 minutes, and they said, okay, so who has a song prepared? And all the members from our group that go to school with us looked at me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even have a song prepared. And then this guy in the other group turned and looked at me, and he said, you sing? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, come sing. And they were so welcoming. They didn't care that I didn't have anything prepared. So then I started singing glory to God, glory to God, glory to God forever. Take my life and let it be all for you and for your glory, which is a song I heard some boys at the compound singing, which is one that we sing in chapel all the time. So I knew that, and I was like, okay, I think some of the Haitian people know it. So I sang, and when I got to the second part that says, take my life and let it be, they joined me, and they started singing with me, and then I got through the verse one more time, the glory to God, glory to God, glory to God forever, and I almost about lost it because, that was the common bond that held us together. All they knew was that we're giving glory to God with that song. They don't really know what they're saying, but, I'm singing for God, and so that's all that mattered to them. So that was really good for me to see that. Wow, I feel like this video is just going to be about Tuesday, and I'll send Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday up later because Wednesday and Thursday we're actually at the same tent city. So, that being said, you guys are going to be stuck listening to me on a whole nother 10-minute video. So I'll put up pictures of Tuesday and songs of Tuesday and all that good stuff. So, I don't know if I said this in the last video, but thank you all so much for your support, prayerfully, financially. Even some of you just sent me words of encouragement, on Facebook or email and said, hey, I'm praying for you. You're going to do awesome things. That meant a lot to me because I already knew that God was with me 100% of the time on the trip. So, yeah. Thank you again, and roll the picture. Just so you all know, I really wanted to buy this house. It's pink and it's beautiful.